Like, what are we even talking about all the time? If you're a guest watching this, if you're watching this YouTube channel, and you know what we're talking about, most of the time, you're special. You're a top tier potato. We're potatoes. You're a potato too. Good job. If you know what that means. Let alone all the other ARN nonsense that we talk about on Actual Real Nonsense. Nice.
ARN nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're following like what we're talking about, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, actually.
Yeah, it is kind of
it's equal to seeing something from another dimension.
Yeah. Like, we talk about things. We've been in the same house talking about really nonsense stuff like this for so long that since we started recording just like, an hour once every month and a half or whatever this is to just talk about some of the nonsense that we talk about, it's like, we don't talk about the stories that we're writing too much, or like the worlds that we've invented, and we don't use too much terminology. Every once in a while we reference people that are popular, like people might know who Eckhart Tolle is, the Dalai Lama is, or just random people sometimes who are kind of popular for whatever it is, like spiritually something. You might hear us mention Vipassana sometimes, or Qigong, or just stuff like things that people are familiar with to some degree. But there's a huge repertoire of really random, bizarre references that we avoid talking about because it is utterly confusing. Like even Austin Powers, like who talks about that anymore? But it's something that people know, so we like use examples from that. If you're even following some of the those, like they're really somewhat obscure things we're making analogies to, while already talking about completely bizarre things that are like most people if I were to talk about any of this with them, it's like usually the conversation is like 4 to 8 hours long of just really weird stuff working up to these types of topics and then going into these topics, but it's stuff that's within their framework, within their paradigm, and opening them up to new things, let alone
just jumping right in every minute.
Yeah.